Hello. Welcome, people. This video I'm going to be covering old subject, or in this case, old radios. In this particular case, the old business band, VHF, UHF, whatever radios, or whatever vintage. Everybody has them running around in a wastebasket or whatever, or a scrap pile or whatever. And there's usually one reason why they're sitting around disused. Because usually pretty much all of them, like this one, all these here, are crystal controlled. And the problem is getting the crystals, or lack thereof. Like this unit right here, an old Harris, relatively well built like a tank, VHF transceiver, 12 channel, as you can see, has plenty of crystals in it. And at current price for custom crystals, which you would need a set for each channel, it run you $20-25 for a channel set for this, which is about the cost of one of those cheap, fancy, whiz-biz
channel mode,
Bowfang, whatever you want to call them. Hence the reason why these go unused, because for a set of 12 channels for this, you're probably talking $200-300 plus for a full channel set for this, which is more than a standard modern VHF Chinese mobile would cost you. High-powered one of that type or whatever. So that leads me to my kind of point of this video, is how can we get around that? I never accept no for an answer. And one of the things that's been sitting here running through my mind is how to replace crystals in like this one and this radio here. And like you can see the crystals setting. Okay, yeah, I've got that fastened. See the crystals back in there, and this one here. If that cover will come off. You can see the receive crystal there. Transmit crystal right there. How can we substitute those without having to order custom crystals at $12-15 plus a pop, and replace it with something that we don't have to keep buying new ones every time we change a channel? Basically future-proof this so that you don't have to worry about crystals anymore on it. Things that come to mind, two most obvious answers in my mind, is those dumb programmable universal clocks, crystal controlled clocks like the ones that Silicon Labs and stuff makes, that you buy them or whatever and are pre-programmed for a specific frequency, and you can use I2C communications to the unit, and a microcontroller of your choice can tell it to go to whatever frequency you want, from 1 to 100, 200 megahertz. One of those would be a nice drop, and you could build a little accessory board to mount somewhere in here, and then feed one of the Crystal RX channels and the Crystal TX channels with the appropriate frequency to feed the multiplier chain to generate the desired TX and RX frequencies. The Silicon Labs programmable TTL oscillators would be usable in an application like this because you're feeding harmonic triplers and stuff, and it's going to be filtered final output, so spectral purity of the crystal output not going to be an issue feeding into the harmonic doublers and stuff. The only thing you're worried about is the actual frequency stability of the primary carrier or primary harmonic in question, while the other alternative that's popped up recently is those dumb little DDS or direct digital synthesis boards that you can program from anywhere from 0.1 hertz to 50, 60, 100 megahertz at whatever resolution stuff. Those would also be a nice little drop-in for old crystal controlled radio like this. You could use one for the TX and one for the RX channel, and have them controlled by a microcontroller of your choice. And the microcontroller could of course get its information for changing channels from the normal channel selector. You could program the microcontroller to set it to whatever, 10, 12, whatever frequencies of your choice, driving each of the individual receive DDS generator and transmit DDS generator, so you'd only need a set of 2, possibly even 1 DDS units and a single microcontroller to convert this unit. So you're talking total conversion cost probably 20, 22, 25 bucks. And you could convert one of these old radios to a radio you could program the frequencies on as many times as you want without having to worry about getting anything else again. Same for this old Regency unit, no 400 megahertz Regency transceiver, and this unit in Force, which is an old crystal controlled one. Pretty much 1 or 2 DDS units and a microcontroller would be all you need to convert one of these to a frequency agile radio. If a person wanted to get fancy, you could even take and put an LCD unit right here and change a channel selector to something else where you could have it where you could actually scroll through any frequency you want right from the front panel control, make it into a relatively modern unit up to the tuning limits of the radio, of course, because with crystal controlled you're going to have pretty much all the frequency triplers and everything is relatively narrow banded, so you're going to have a limited range that it'll be able to operate across, but should be able to pretty much set it to whatever you want. If you use a setup like that, it's something I might try later on, but not now. So, just thoughts on that subject, and take care. Take it easy.